Man is definitely in the building, you feel me? Nothing before the fam is the feeling, it's chillin'. Making the right connection, stacking money to the ceiling. Fuck 100,000, boy, I'm trying to see a million. Put us anywhere, we blending in, chameleon.
What's going on, folks? It's KspadeTheProspect. I got a brand new, fresh, just picked off the tree NBA 2K16 Pro-Am gameplay for you guys today. This game you're watching is my crew's first round of the Road to the Finals preseason round we had this past Saturday. So this commentary might be a little all over the place, which isn't too, out of the ordinary for me, but I'm going to try to keep it somewhat linear, all right? So shout out to my teammates in this one, man. I'm going to go ahead and introduce the roster before I get into running my mouth. I'm going to do something different right here. Look at B slamming one down off my oop. We're going to start at the big man. Shout out to the homie Beast Inc. running the 5. You guys know him as the garbage man. Oddly enough, in this day's run, he did a whole lot more than just your typical garbage man work for us. He stepped up big. I appreciate it. At the 4th spot, man, we got Shaq. I really don't need an introduction for him. I'm talking
the big Aristotle, the Diesel, the big Shactus.
I got the Diesel out here. I got the legitimate Shaquille O'Neal Diesel out here. Shout out to Shaq. At the 3 spot, you got me. I don't know that you guys have ever seen me run the 3, but I tell people all the time, my player can play anything from the 1 to the 3, and I had to step up today because our regular 3 Canadian Raptor wasn't playing. At the 2 spot, shout out to the homie Nike Fowler. Y'all know Nike, man. My FHE brother came in the clutch. We needed one. He showed up. Kind of showed out, too. He brought his A game. At the point guard, things are going to be strange when I tell you this, man. That little bitty guy right there with the rock, you guys probably know him as the Mack truck. Old school NBA 2K11. This is the center that tried out for the crew and just kind of wowed everybody with his gameplay. What happened was, after I went next gen, he kind of stayed old gen, and I'm not going to say we lost contact, but he did his own thing. He started his own crew. He was getting it in over there. So when we crossed paths again and he was this itty-bitty point guard, he was like, Spade, let me run. And I had my reservations. I was like, I don't know about that, bro. Like, I know you to be a big. I mean, a damn good big. And not only are you not a big anymore, you an itty-bitty guard. So, definitely, we gave him a shot. We've been running with him. And, hey, he's still the man, regardless of where you put him at. So let's get into it, folks. I want to speak a little bit about what's going on in this game right here, and I want to speak a little bit about the road to the finals that NBA 2K is doing as an experiment, and that's what I'm calling it. They didn't say it's an experiment. I'm saying it that it's an experiment, okay? Esports and a hoops title, to me, in my mind, they go together like hand in glove. I cannot believe how long it has taken for somebody to try to bring this thing into fruition. I've been talking about this forever. I felt like it was the perfect scenario. When you think esports and you see a COD team sitting up there beside their screens playing against some guys in a LAN battle, 5 or 6 guys sitting up there with their screen, they can easily be replaced with 5 guys controlling 2 different basketball teams. To me, it was just bound to happen. Kudos to 2K for trying to bring this thing out. Now, you got to give 2K some credit for being the first. Unfortunately, being the first, usually you're remembered for kind of what you did wrong instead of what you did right. And that's okay. Somebody's got to be the first. I mean, go back, look at the Wright brothers first playing. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't feel comfortable getting you and your family up in their first plane. Look at old boy running out here, following me and getting sprayed up. Better watch out, Hartman. You messing with a monster out here. You guarding the beast. You better watch out. So the scoring for this thing, I wasn't sure how it was going to work. So like I said, this was the preseason round, so it wasn't necessary for you to be out here. If your team didn't get a chance to play Saturday, you still got a chance of winning the money. If you played Saturday and your team didn't play well, or you guys didn't win many games, or you didn't qualify in that top 15 or top 10 or whatever the hell it was, you still have an opportunity. So a lot of folks is like, I don't understand why everybody out there. Well, for me, I was out there because it was imperative for me to get out here and just see how this whole system worked. I don't know. Just call me an inquiring mind. I wanted to see. So it is, in case you don't know, it's a scoring process that takes 3 different facets of the game, and it rates you on how you performed, and it gives you a score. The 3 areas, the first area is team grade average. Well, that's what it said. It said like average teammate grade. Okay, kind of general, I get that. The other thing was like score, and I assumed it to be like score differential, like how many more points you scored than your opponent. And the third thing said team stats, which is very general. I mean extremely general. I don't even know really what that means. So I'm gonna speak a little bit about each one of those, what I think about them, and I'm gonna be checking the comment section. I want to know how you guys feel about it. If you was out there, tell me how you feel, even if you didn't play. I'm not one of them people to be like, if you didn't play, you can't say. You can listen and see this game and say, hey, this don't seem right. Or maybe you think it does seem right. So look at my guy right here. I like that. I like to see that more often. I like to see a big out here trying to do some moves that he's not able to do and lose the dribble. I want to see more of that, 2K. Anyway, as far as the team grade average, that was pretty self-explanatory. My only question mark there is, how does having a CPU in your lineup affect that outcome? To me, if you got a CPU in your lineup, he should get a C. Let me make it rain right quick. If you got a CPU in your lineup, he should get a C. I don't care if he gets an A in the game or an A+. You should get a C for him. A C should be averaged into whatever the rest of your users get, because everybody knows nobody plays passing lane defense as good as the CPU. The CPU play passing lane defense like Ed Reed in his prime. They see every pass, and if they don't steal it, you better believe they at least putting their hand on it. They see it. Somebody's gonna say, Spade, you got a lot of people in your crew. I don't, and I understand that, and that's unfortunate. I don't know what to tell you, but we can't cater to that small niche. I think the bulk of these guys that take this mode seriously, they got 5 people, okay? It also needs to be, and I know I'm all over the place, y'all, bear with me. It also needs to be monitored for people quitting out, because that's the thing too. People will get the bigs, like the double bigs, and they'll quit out and leave their computer big in the game. All this needs to be monitored, and it needs to be like penalized. If somebody's doing that purposely, they should be penalized. That's just my opinion. Now let's talk about the score. This was the thing that everybody was kind of all upset about, all hot and heavy about. Let's see how this thing goes. If you play a bad team, I mean, let's say you play a team that's ranked like 30,000 and you rank like 100. If you drop a hundo on him, if you beat them 100 to 55, I don't think you should be rewarded for beating that bad team by that big margin. You essentially did what you were supposed to do. You played a bad team. You're supposed to beat them like they're a bad team. I think it should be, I don't know, y'all. I don't even have the answers here, because I think you should reward a big scoring game, but I think it should be taken into consideration who you're playing. If you drop a lot of points on a good team, you should be rewarded better than dropping a lot of points on a bad team. And I think they got the technology to figure this out. Another big question mark right here is the rumor mill say people was boosting this thing, like searching at the same time, maybe on obscure console locations or time zones. I'm not really sure how they doing it, but matching up with people they know on purpose and just going ham. 2K, let's be honest. Nobody's bad enough to get beat 100 to 20. No crew I don't think there's a crew out here good enough to beat a crew 100 to 20 if the other crew is actually trying. I just don't think it's that possible. I hate to say it, but I've played against bad dudes out here that take bad shots and they still score, because, you know, sometimes 2K generous like that. You could take dumb shots and sometimes they going in. You gonna score more than that. So I feel like if you guys see this type of stuff come up in the data, those results should just be thrown out anyway. That's clearly somebody boosting. That's clearly cheating. The last area, team stats, is very general. What does that mean, 2K? If my team gets more rebounds than the other team, do we get a scoring boost? If we get more assists, I don't understand what that means. I'm not totally against the scoring process, though. I like it. I just feel like it needs tuning. It's like somebody just gave me a nice old school hot rod, and maybe the timing's off. I can tell the car got more power. I can't feel much power when I'm driving it. We're not going to crush it. We're not going to send it to the junkyard to be crushed. It just needs to be tuned. So that's my take on it. I want to know what you guys think. Like I said, yo, if I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong. I got tough skin. I ain't going to cry today. I'll be all right. Now, tomorrow I might cry like a little girl, but today I'm good, you know? I'm going to be okay. So let me know what you guys think. If you was out here, let me know. So I'm going to show you guys every game that my crew played. I'm going to give you one game every day this week. Clearly, this is Monday. This is the first one right here. The game is over. I want to show you guys the score and breakdown of how we did on this game right here. Like I said, our opponents, we was a better team than our opponents. No knock on them, but you know, after we got used to our chemistry, we got stronger every quarter, and we scored 856 points, but the bulk of those points came from average teammate grade. And I think everybody on my squad had an A+. I think. I could be wrong. So anyway, folks, that's all I got for today's video. I apologize for being all over the place. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you found this video informative, let me get that thumbs up. And I'm out the next time, folks. Peace.